It's Happy Rainbow Fun Time, back and better than ever. We are loud and proud Webtoon lovers, and we don't care who knows it.
Baby.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, this is so funny. Okay, so
welcome to pre-show shenanigans, the segment Katie and I just now decided where our lovely subscribers can hear all the fuck shit that goes on right before we actually go live. It's the pre-show warm-up.
This is a special teaser that everyone can have, and then maybe like moving forward, like we can make it a patron tier or something.
Oh, this is what you could get.
This is what you could get if
this
you
is
slid
on the
into
fly.
our DMs. But Elizabeth's gonna unbox her webcam. That was like so sped up that I was like, is this a filter? What's happening? Literally, she was like, why don't I set up my camera to do this? And she's like, oh, right, it's an unboxing video. And I was like, you high bitch.
Yeah, today's my day off.
Oh.
Katie's wearing a super cute outfit. I'm wearing an outfit. We dressed up for this occasion. It is season 4, episode 1, 2023. I was talking to people this week. I'm not even going to preserve this box. What's the point?
No,
I was talking to people this week about this podcast, and they were like, wow, 4 years. And I was like, yeah, we've been doing this for a while. Like, I'm buying a piece of technology for this. Oh my God, it's so tiny. It's so teeny weeny.
It's cute.
It's cute, just like me. But we're buying stuff for this podcast. We're like making this happen. Like, this is crazy, Katie. We wanted to do a YouTube channel. I'm so glad we pivoted to podcast.
Dude, we were gonna do a YouTube channel, which was gonna be fucking hilarious.
We're doing a live unboxing, and then I'll plug it in, and then we can like switch to the camera, and then we'll like cut, and that'll be the transition. And this whole audio will play over the transition. And we'll do a theme song.
Ooh, yeah. I'm so excited for you to edit this.
Absolutely. This is where Elizabeth comes into play. Katie's shouldered the burden of this podcast for 4 years.
4 years, yeah. I'm trying to make sure now that we're going to be doing video recordings that it's going to show both of us in the recording.
It should, because I should be able to connect to this camera. No?
Yeah, I mean, like, wait, talk about your unboxing. I don't even know what just happened. I don't know how unboxing videos are going to work. You were like, oh, it's so cute.
I don't either. I just figured that if people wanted to watch me do it and listen to it, they'd hear that part. And if they wanted to listen to me talk about shit, they'd listen to the other part. I feel like your brain could zoom in and out of what you're listening to.
Okay.
This is also me making unboxing videos. You can't see it. I have to hold it up. And I don't know anything about this. This was $50.
Oh, good.
$50 at Best Buy. So much cheaper. It rang up so much cheaper. And I bought a 2-year warranty. But I've wanted a webcam for a while for this podcast and for other things. But I haven't bought it, and I just pulled the trigger. So here we are. I can't wait to Twitch stream, honestly. And I feel like that is where I'm going to have the most fun this year. After the podcast, of course. Like a breakdown room. We'll like switch off. I don't know how to attach this to my... Do you think I should read my user manual? Usually I do.
Sure.
How about you tell them what they can expect this year?
Oh, what they can expect this year. Wow, I can't believe you just like put me on the spot here, and now I'm just like gonna have to get my shit. I don't even have my notebook. My notebook's in the other room. Maxwell.
Oh, we're not flawlessly transitioning into the podcast.
No,
fine. This is the magic of editing, baby. And then cut.
Maxwell, are you there?
Let's see.
Can I have my notebook? The one on the desk, on the counter, on the...
How do I make this attached to my computer?
Thank you. Stay away. You're gonna get on camera. We're recording. Be gone. Thought. I'm kidding.
How does this work?
He didn't do the poopies. He went on an afternoon walk and he pooped twice.
What is this? How do I secure this to
We
my?
moved once this morning and twice at like 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Am I missing something?
We're just talking about our child.
No, I'm
And his
talking about my
poop
webcam.
schedule.
You're fine. I know. See if I will
Okay,
ever
you can
turn
mute.
up
I now have the list.
the list. Okay. Let me set this up though.
Do you want to mute for me to go through the list or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're recording?
We've been recording for like 5 minutes.
Great, that's what I thought. Okay, you can go through the list. I muted.
Okay. Okay, so it's season 4 of Happy Rainbow Fun Time. We're excited to hit the ground running. I feel like we went like full gross, like new year, new us, but are still like struggling with technology and, you know, our normal stupid selves. But we have some exciting news. Literally as we speak, Elizabeth is setting up her new web camera. Which means we will start producing video content for you guys. For now, we're going to leave everything for freebies. We're setting up our YouTube channel, which will be, you know, linked everywhere. But our podcasts will now go hand in hand with a video of the podcast. If that's your preferred podcast lifestyle, you can have our faces in your room with you as you listen to the podcast. So that's going to be the biggest thing rolling out first. We will be adding in some more patron tiers for more exclusive content. One thing that we're going to start posting for our patrons is like our pre-podcast chit chats. So we will have kind of like the behind the scenes goofiness that happens before and after the podcast available for you guys to just like hang out for if you want. And then we will start accepting, oh girl, wow, her camera quality is nice. Her background, garbage. The backlit, also garbage. Is she muted? Yes.
Trash, absolute trash.
We love you though. It's okay.
It's fine. New year, better pod, which is the episode title of this one, but new year, not. We're working on it, y'all.
New year, better pod. So yes. So like I said, we're gonna have video content. We're going to have our pre-pod chats available for patrons. We'll also start taking review requests. If there's a comic that you would like us to review for you, we will take a gander. With that being said, we make no promises that we're going to like your recommendations. We will try not to trash on them. We won't have an egg experience, but just because you send it to us doesn't mean we're going to like it. So that'll be probably something that's part of the patron too. Like reviews take time, so we might charge you for it. And then to be clear, on our entry level patron, we will start doing end of podcast shout outs. So you get a shout out a week or a shout out a pod. And then once we get, you know, figure out the video stuff, we're looking into doing some Twitch stuff. And then the final thing that I'm hoping to get launched by like mid-year will be a Happy Rainbow Fun Time website where you'll be able to find our video content, our podcast, our store, like all of these things in one place. So you don't have to be like, I'm not on Instagram. It's like, cool. If you have the internet, you can find us. So those are our 2023 goals for the podcast. We have more, of course. But these are the quick things that are happening immediately that will be coming to you guys within the next month or so. Changes to where you can access us, really increases to where you can access us, some exclusive content for our patrons. And with all of these changes, we of course value your feedback. So if there's something you would want to see here on the pod, see in the podcast videos and anything like that, like please like slide into the DMs. Like I do check the Instagram. So if there's something in particular that you're like, hey, this would make this a more pleasurable listening experience, or this would make me more interested in like being a patron, like let us know, because we want you guys to get, you know, the most out of this. We so appreciate, you know, your time alone. We want to make sure that it is worth your while. So
As
there you
much
have
as
it.
yeah, as much as Katie and I love listening to ourselves talk all the time, we do also know we have people who listen regularly and want to have some sort of like fan conversation with y'all. Because you're the ones who got us here, Elizabeth moving to get a fucking webcam so you can have video content. That's because of y'all. We're doing this for y'all. If I could have it my way, you wouldn't see me. I'd be a gremlin all the time, laying on my couch with my laptop in my lap. And some days I might do that, honestly. Like I reserve the right because it's my goddamn podcast. But this is for y'all because I know that Katie and I's expressive faces are just like so iconic and play so like so much is lost between us without both faces. And I'm making that sacrifice for y'all.
Yeah. I put on like clothes for you guys today.
Mm-hmm.
I worked out right before this. And
Okay,
so
I was gonna work out after this, but I had some plans. So we wanted to start off talking about how Elizabeth, myself, turned down, really rescheduled, but turned down a dick appointment immediately for this podcast. I would like to just say in my defense that I think I've moved past being shitty to people for dick appointments, but like if you have any other differing opinions, please slide into the DMs. We'll talk about it on the podcast. Nothing is off limits now. We have video. See how I circled around?
I'm trying to think of the last time you did that to me, and I think it's been a minute.
Sex is my favorite vice, but I know how to enjoy it responsibly now. So that's where we're at in 2023.
It's not like throwback to sophomore year where I literally was like helping you up the stairs with your fucking ACL injury, and you were like, can you let in this guy for my dick appointment? And I was like, what in the world am I? Am I a fucking like about a pimp? Did I somehow become your pimp?
Wow, that's so crazy. That's so crazy, Katie. Because I just like, if I hadn't held back all the fucking crazy boys in college that wanted to get in your pants, man, I'm just saying, Hector the firefighter was iconic. We had some of the best sex when I was recovering from my ACL surgery. That's like, wow.
Honestly,
what a man.
You're iconic for just being like, I will not miss a dick appointment just because my ACL is torn. Like,
well, he was like, I can handle it. I was like, I can't have sex with you. I was like, I wasn't immobile, but I was like, I'm in pain. He's like, we can make it work. And I was like, anyone who says we can make it work, it's like, all right. But like,
he was so confident.
He was, and he made it work. He was so strong. He's a fucking firefighter. He was a short king. Wow. Oh, I hope he's doing so well. He had such an amazing ass. He's Puerto Rican, and was super kinky. Like really good kink experiences with him. Not crazy. He lived in Round Rock, and I would visit him like, I don't know, when I was living in Houston. What a crazy time. Sometimes I think back on my 20s, and I'm just like, wow.
He made a second season appearance my junior year, right? Like, wasn't he around? Like, you came up from Houston. You came up from Houston over spring break when you were on your semester off for my birthday and met up with him.
Mm-hmm. And this is lore.
And you were staying with me, but there was at least like one, if not two nights where you were just like, gone.
Yeah.
I love it for you. I was just like a cute. I made it work. Just everyone. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Everyone. I can't. I don't know. It was a priority for me, and I made it work.
You did make it work. That was my 21st birthday. Did we go bowling with him?
You know what? Yes, we went bowling, and then also someone brought a witch. Who brought the witch? Was it Sam?
Oh, there was a witch. No,
and we played that board game with Guys,
any
the
of this
lore,
was
the lore that's going to come out this season. We're 4 years into this shit.
So
Y'all don't even
when
know.
all of you guys are like trying to follow this along, just know I am also trying to follow this along because I was
Katie
there
knows.
and
We
I
were
didn't
sitting
know
when you were in
people.
Myrtle. When you were literally in Myrtle, we were playing
Which was a
that.
building. It was a dorm. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do
think it
not
was
know
Sam.
who was there.
Probably Sam.
Sure. Who other than me spent like 3 of their spring breaks literally on campus? Like no one.
But Sam was an RA. But I'm like, who would have invited a gay witch? Not you or I.
Not me.
And
I
not
didn't know
Hector.
any gay witches. I still don't know any gay witches to my knowledge. No.
The Rolodex moment. The Rolodex moment.
Dude, I'm so excited to go to webcam. This is so exciting.
This is nice.
Okay.
Even though my background is trash.
We'll figure it out. It's Katie.
And Elizabeth.
This is season 4, episode 1 of Happy Rainbow Fun Time. Thanks for coming, you guys. Oh, sorry. I'll see myself out.
Okay.
And scene. End of season 4.
Let's cut and touch base because I still have more comics to add to the list.
Okay, cool. We will be back with comics we lost in 2022.
Good evening. We have gathered here today to grieve the loss of webcomics we have lost in 2022. Please honor a moment of silence for our fallen brethren.
I ate all my snacks. Before recording, I was like, I'm gonna eat on camera, and then I was like, I'm too hungry. Story of my life.
I like our cold opens or like our cold reopens because it's like, what's somebody gonna say? We never know because this is like wildly unscripted, but it's fine. We're back to mourn the loss of comics that we've lost in 2022. First thing we have to do though, so just so you guys know, we have 20. It's gonna be a roller coaster, you guys. We got 25 comics that we're going to talk through. And are we giving them a minute and a half each? A minute
and a half is a lot.
A minute each?
And 60 seconds. That's like a time. That's a discrete unit of time that people like to use often.
60 seconds. We are going to tell you the comic, the artist, the genre, and then like overall theme, if we the art style synopsis, and then if we were overall satisfying with the ending. So we're not going to do spoilers, but we will tell you if we were satisfied or not. 1 out of 10. No, 1 out of 3. Satisfied, not satisfied. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We probably
need to pick our buzzer sound.
We need to pick our buzzer sound. Are we just gonna do every other? And if the person hasn't read it, if the person hasn't finished it, they don't speak. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yes, we can do that. We'll decide. No, we'll do. We'll say. How about we'll make it really chaotic game show vibes. Let's do on the count of 3. We say who we think should do it. So if you haven't read it, you say the other person, and then if someone just doesn't want to do it.
Well, okay.
Because we have a lot of overlap.
We do have a lot of overlap. So this is
we didn't arrange this list in any way. We just
vomited on it. I was looking at the list. I was like, fuck, we should have like color coded it. Okay, so this is the default option. Hate it. Oh, I kind of like that.
Oh, I can barely hear it. Bring me closer to the noisemaker. Is it like boop, 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 boop?
Maybe I need to turn up my mic. Let's like blow out this mic. Let's see what happens.
We blow it for the buzzer.
Mic volume, mic level. We're going to turn this bitch up. Can we turn this bitch up? We can't turn this bitch up. Okay, we're just going to turn my phone up all the way. and we're gonna try again. And if this doesn't work, game over, I guess.
All right. Next purchase I need is headphones. Yeah, no, I can't hear that. We can play it on the computer. Will the sound play? Oh, I can't hear you at all. Did you mute yourself, sister friend? Oh, and now I can hear you. Were you covering something?
No, it's because there's so much noise from my phone that you can't hear because your speakers are shit, man. You don't have
That's crazy.
Headphones of any kind. You were at Best Buy like today.
I know, and I thought about getting headphones, but I was like, oh, I can't plug them into my phone. So I was like, I don't really want to get headphones until I get the new phone. Anyway, derailing. I did buy this for the video editing, so we're excited for this computer to come into usefulness.
So what I'm gonna do is I am just going to yell that when your time is up.
Okay, we've reached our final chaotic form. The rules of this game have been established. This is comics we've lost in 2022. Starting off, we have Let Me Stay Over Tonight.
Elizabeth!
Yes. Who's going to talk about it?
That was going to be you. I was just going to say the number one and then we yell out who's supposed
to we didn't fully establish. Katie and I need a lot of really intricate and specific rules. Hold on. Give us some more time. We say the number,
then we yell the person who's supposed to do it. And
so it's like
first.
Whoever yells first. No, it's it's after 3. It's 1, 2, 3, Katie. Or 1, 2, 3, Elizabeth. So you'll be like, hey, number 1, Elizabeth. And then we'll be like, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We could also just rock, paper, scissors for it.
This is going to take so long. We are not going to finish this in an hour. Also, you for sure grew up in a household of girls because this is not how.
Absolutely. If you need any more examples, I think they'll come out this season. I'm really
oh my God. Okay.
Trying to gamify life. Fine. Let Me Stay Over Tonight. You know what? I want to do this one. And you do it.
I want you to do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, start.
So this comic for me gets a 3 actually, because I would say that the art is super colorful and bubbly, not too saturated, soft, but not feeling too unrealistic. I don't know. It was very stylized. I felt like I was reading a graphic novel for like a K-pop storyline. Like it just had a lot of the overall theme was self-love and acceptance and growth and progression. Like I feel like the main character transformed a lot from a certain version of herself to a more empowered version of herself through her work and personal life. You know, I'm not slut for character growth, so that's what I liked a lot. I wish we had a timer that we shared. Out. There we go.
So I also want to note that we want to make sure that we say who the artist is. Who the artist is. Yunana.
I don't want that to be part of the timer. I think that's trash. I think the analysis.
No, I think you gotta like.
See, this is why we need more rules. I grew up with sisters who didn't read rules. I hate this. All right, now we know the format.
The minute starts and it is name of comic, name of artist, genre that it is posted in. Then you can do all your fluff shit. And then it's like, I was satisfied 1 out of 3 with this ending. Yeah.
Katie's so meaty, and I'm all condiment. I'm not all condiment, but I do think condiments are important. Anyway, for Let Me Stay Over Tonight, Yunana and Haebun romance. We have a lot of romance comics, so fucking buckle up. Before We Knew It, that one's next. That's you, Katie.
That's a me.
Take it away, kiddo.
Hold the timer. So this is Before We Knew It by Nakano, Mayaka. It is a romance. The art style is very like ethereal, soft, pastel-y. The art is what I was originally drawn to. Everybody is really cute. Kano is the main character. She's a book editor, and she is just like really passionate about her work, and she's in love with the person that she's like editing books for, but is like, I must be professional, but I'm so in love with you. Do I love you because I love your books? Like, what's the deal? And I think she like learns a lot. There's some really good side characters. I really enjoy the side characters in this story. I think overall satisfaction with the ending, I would say A 3. It was a solid ending that tied things up nicely. Again, really enjoyed the art style, and it was just like a win overall.
Wow, bah. Look at us killing it. After so many seasons of not knowing how long our podcast and content should be, I feel like we've had so many rushed ones that we get to do a minute even better. Okay.
I'm gonna let you have this one.
Oh, you definitely should, because the 4th one I cannot. And also you can have the 5th one because I'll do the 6th one. Number 2, before we knew it, by Nakano Mayaka. That's Muted by Miranda Mundt. Supernatural. My eyes. We should have color coded this. Anyway, so last week I actually talked about Love Bought a comic from Miranda Mundt. This is the comic that Katie and I referenced. It is absolutely a three times, just so phenomenal. Art is, think like tarot card brought to life, like line art that's just so nuanced and beautiful, just very magic and natural, and like houses that compete and are divided, a lot of like lore and folklore that are referenced and utilized symbolically. This cast is super queer. There is a throuple involved, which we always love, and if you like some supernatural shit, you should check it out. It blinks for you. That's cute.
I didn't know it did that. I'm learning so many things about this.
Katie and I stay learning about technology on this podcast. If there's anything we've consistently done on this podcast besides talk about webcomics, it's learn about technology. Women in tech.
Are we tech illiterate? Kind of, but it's okay. We're getting there. I must add that I did love this comic too. It's such a good read. So like worth your time. Okay. Number 4, we have The First Night with the Duke by MSG. It is a romance. I just love the fact that the artist name is MSG because it is the best seasoning and it makes everything good. Yeah.
It is. So continuing on, right. It's a bold stance. It's a bold name. So you better have a bold, like, nice comic.
Yeah, bold, nice comic to go along with the name MSG. It is quality. Like when it's one of those stories where you like think you're gonna hate it because it's like I got thrown into the world of a book and I fell in love with the protagonist, and you like think it's gonna be like super corny, but it is like so much more than that. There's like female empowerment. She starts a business, like she snags the Duke. She has like, there's villains, there's twists, there's turns. It's great. I give it a 3. Was really happy with the ending, and they gave some very satisfying spin-off stories.
Okay. Katie's also gonna take the next one.
Oh fuck, I forgot. Okay. Starts timer. So True Beauty by Yaongyi. I'm so sorry. It's a romance. The side stories have continued into 2023, so like there's still stuff coming out. It's almost like the main story ended and now they're giving us like 3 months of side stories, so very satisfying. The art is gorgeous. Based like True Beauty really is the story of somebody who considers themselves an ugly duckling, like finding themselves and their confidence through makeup. And it really is a self-love story, which I really like. There's a lot of, it's very much a romance, but it's also very much a self-love story. And the ending was very satisfying because it's not your typical romance where it's like, oh, she got the guy, or they got the guy, or who got the guy or the girl, or huh? It was like she loved herself first. So I would give this a 3. It is lovely. You should read it. Bah.
I looked at the next one and realized I didn't fill in the blank, so I was doing my research.
Okay.
For Let's Play. Yes. Let's Play by Leon M. Kresick, previously Manji Romance. On Webtoons, we lost because this comic has undergone some controversy. Katie and I talked about it on the podcast. We'll link it in the description, of course. But the themes of this podcast, speaking of like confidence and finding yourself, mirror that of True Beauty. This is Sam, the main character's game web development job. She posts a indie game that gets wrecked by her favorite YouTuber, and chaotic antics ensue. Like, this whole community of people are so close together and know each other, and are just different types of nerds. It's a really nice show of community and support, and like the comic is blended with like gamification, so you have this, well,
I was just watching you not look at the screen and I was so sad.
it's okay.
That's the
Let's
wrap
Play
up.
is just like so. Katie and I have done at least one deep dive, if not another deep dive. We should do a third deep dive, I guess. It's just worth so much. Like, it's a lot. It's like Lore Olympus big.
We'll
say.
link for all of these. We'll give you the episode that they coincide with. And we will for sure be talking about Let's Play again. It's just no longer on Webtoon. So this one is
Rip.
you, babe. So
Ready. Great. Oh, enjoy the show. Jenna A's slice of life drama on Canvas moved from Webtoons to Tapas. This is a story about a girl, Violet, who works in a movie theater. The comic itself is kind of autobiographical because the woman who writes it, Jenna A, and her sister both worked as teenagers in a movie theater, and the characters in this story are loosely based off them. Whether or not Violet is exactly Jenna or her sister is unclear yet, but this was a comic I really enjoyed. The artist's style was not kind of why I stayed, but it had more like kind of campy fan fiction storylines, so I was just trying to fill a niche during the time. But I'm sad that it moved, and I think I will follow it to Tapas because I do want to support these sister duo. I would say 2.
2, okay. And to clarify again, 1 was dissatisfied, 2 is like okay, and then 3 is we loved it. So just a reminder there.
Potential.
It has potential. So you can't be dissatisfied if it's not finished, I guess. But we move on. My next one, I think I'm the only one that read, is Nice to Meet You by
Never finished.
Roomness. It is a romance. The art style, very cute, very chibi. Like the icon for the artist is like a little mushroom chibi. So everything is very cute. Everyone's very pretty. The main character is a fashion student. She sees this person and is just like in awe of them. Like, she loves drawing them. She wants to like make clothes for them. Like, she wants to clothe this person. And love triangle happens. I loved this comic until the last episode. I was unfortunately very dissatisfied by the ending. Like, I will give it this comic is a 3 overall, a 1 in the ending, which is really sad to say because I really did love it. But the art is so good, the story really was good. So take that as you will.
Next one is for you, my guy. This is a comic that I have had saved for so long, so I'm here to hear what's up.
So, Unholy Blood by Lena M. and
John. Oh no, Air's Game, my guy.
Oh
sorry.
fuck, I'm like super.
I highlighted it. My apologies.
You highlighted and threw me.
Oh, we're restarting the timer. Okay.
Yeah, bitch. I got a whole 15 seconds in. Air's Game by Suspoo is a romance. It literally ended. Technically, it ended. Oh god, yeah, it ended like last week. Can anyone say gay icon? Like, it dives deep into the intricacies of sexuality and not be accepted by your family. So I do want to just say, like, there are trigger warning there. There is intense ingrained homophobia from a character who is the main villain, in my opinion. But it is a like love conquers all story. The artist took the time to hand draw all of the backgrounds. Like, the artwork is truly incredible, and the story is amazing, and it was wrapped up so sweetly. 3. It was so good.
That was a second early, sorry.
No, you're good. She good at time.
Okay.
Watches the clock.
So occasionally she watches it. I couldn't find my watch when I woke up today, which is crazy because I bought one and it's been so useful, but then I lose it. I can't sleep with it. We're working on it. Anyway, number 10, about halfway through, Unholy Blood by Lena M, Jung Hyun Kim, and is a supernatural genre. The last episode was technically 2021, but I think it was like so near the end that we included it anyway.
There was a side story conclusion in 2022.
I see. We love expanded canon after this finale content. But this vampire, Hyan, is a vampire, hides it, does a great job doing so, is such after justice for her family that's been hurt by these vampires, which live and walk around in the real world. And the way that the universe is explained in that is really dark and chaotic, but like great. But I would say art is addicting, storyline and ending so satisfying. A 3.
Yeah, I agree. That it was.
You did an episode about it, I think.
Yeah,
or booked it or something.
It is so fucking good. Okay. Mers. Mers. So Mers ended in 2022. Mers by Mers. It is a slice of life. They really ended it because she started a new job and couldn't keep up doing I think it was a weekly comic with Webtoon and her new full-time job. You can still find new comics from her. She has a Patreon and she also has an Instagram that she posts things to. It's Mers. The art is fucking hilarious. Like it's like her partner, and like her various cats, stories about her life. Max jokes that like I am the white Mers. Like if Mers and I met in a room, the only difference that you would be able to tell between us is she's Asian and I'm not. Like we are so similar in personality.
You've mentioned this.
Just based off of the comic. Like he comes up to me rereading them and just goes like, Katie, this is you. And I'm like, you're not wrong. So Gone But Not Forgotten. 3 out of 3. We love them.
Mm-hmm. Age Matters, I stopped reading.
I had to do Age Matters. Oh shit. Okay.
I know.
Age Matters by
art style, great.
By bitch, you want it or not? Iglesias. Angelicious, but with an E. It's a romance. The side stories ended in 2022. Storyline's great. Art is great. The colors, I loved how like vibrant the colors were. It was like very solid. Drama, ageism, sexism, overcoming differences, finding love in a hopeless place, divorce to
or breakups,
your shitty fiance who cheated on you and then try to get back together with you later. Wrapped up so nicely, beautiful side stories at the end. It's a 3.
Wow, you're getting so good at this.
I know. Do you want the makeup remover?
I do want the makeup remover. I never remember main characters' names. Makeup Remover by Lee Yeon. It is a romance. Yesol is in college. She is a photography major. She's pretty decent at it. She's been studying her whole life. Doesn't really have much figured out after that. I don't remember how makeup comes into play, but it
was like, you got to be smart, get into school, don't date, blah blah blah. And then she gets into school and they're like, why are you dating, what the fuck? And she didn't think she was pretty, and then the makeup guy finds her, which is when the story really starts, y'all. But this has themes of finding yourself in and outside of makeup, expressing yourself, especially creatively as an artist. Slow burn romance, which we fucking love, and a soft and delicate style that reminds me of anime. 3 across the board. You can take. Do you want to take Till Death Do Us Part?
Till Death Do Us Part. Oh, yes, and then I'll do the boxer as well. Wow, we're moving along. Till Death Do Us Part, Jane Green and Floby. It's a romance. This art style also reminds me of anime manga vibes. Brilliant color play, saturation, like true. Sometimes in comics, artists will use color palettes for specific characters and they just like stick with it through the whole comic versus like, do you know what I mean? Like her hair is red, his hair is purple. They're very like warm and cool. It's just like color is very important in the
hair
comic.
was amazing. The hair and the eyes were incredible.
Detail. So enemies to lovers kind of vibes, but also like long lost friend, childhood lovers kind of vibes. A lot of character growth and development, like that prickly outside, soft kind of inside. Romance and character development, and then I would say ending wise 3 out of 45 million, or 3 out of 1, just like so much extra content.
It was so good,
just like so good and never ending. I would reread the rereadability on some of the comics we found this year, Katie, straight up bangers, like Unholy Blood.
This one's not a daily pass. It's like you get like 3 a day, I think. You can get through it pretty quickly and it's incredible. I think I read like the whole thing in maybe like 2 weeks, even with being delayed by the pay period.
Being delayed. Okay. So The Boxer is a sports webtoon that I really liked that I finished this year by JH. In The Boxer, you can find first of all, plot twist. Characters you thought were protagonists, boom, antagonists. You get really, really well drawn action fighting scenes, like boxing scenes, larger than life. Think like shonen TV shows, just a lot of like big energy fighting, interesting overarching stories, some religious parallelisms, imagery, things like that. Interesting underdog story, content warning, trigger warnings, abuse, neglect as a child, what the main character went through a really fucking shitty growing up period and meets a lot of people across his life. And suicide is also probably a content trigger warning as well. Very interesting, unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I would say 2.5. We haven't done decimals, but this one gets a decimal because it wasn't just okay. It was, I guess you did 2 separate ratings, huh? So art on 3, ending on 2.
Okay.
That's how you did it. I did an average. Okay. Next up
is Edith by Swan's Garden romance. I think there's a theme with some of our romance here is it's a lot of like self-love things. This started out with Edith. She is a writer. I don't know if you remember this, Elizabeth, but very early on into the podcast, I remember starting to read this comic and kind of realizing that I followed very similar themes to Edith's best friend of like getting into a relationship and kind of dropping off the face of the earth and not necessarily always being a good friend. So I think this comic really like captures the nuances of like being a good friend, how to be a good partner at the same time, how to love yourself in a relationship, how to let a relationship that you want and makes you feel good about yourself, letting that go, forgiveness, and self-growth. It's a 3, all fronts.
Bah. I'm gonna let you do this one because I think you found it and introduced me to it.
No.
Was it the opposite?
You found it, told me about it the week of my birthday when you were visiting, and then I read the entire thing the following week. I would very much like you to do this one because you really did like you set the ground running for this one. Yeah.
All right.
You set the groundwork. Yeah. Unless you don't want to talk anymore because the rest are all yours. But
no, it's okay. The rest of them are all mine. But I don't know if we need to give reviews of comics that we finished but we didn't. Yeah. Okay. All right. No, we'll do it. It'll be much more mysterious than Katie's big overarching The Hip Guy. It is a comedy by Henny but maybe also Heine or Heine. I hope it's Heine. This comic has
But
everything and turned up till 10 because it's a comedy and it's just so goofy. So illustration, the fashion, amazing. You want well-drawn clothes in a comic. You want expressive faces. You want like think Korean game show, but in your comic. You're getting lots of expressive little action bubbles. Everyone's turning chibi. Lots of just funny shit to lighten the mood. Talk about serious topics, severe heartbreak, cheating, personal growth and development, starting your own business, loneliness, suicide, depression, all sorts of things. It's a wild ride, spans a lot of time. There's definitely time hops. I would say 3 on all accounts, and definitely worth binging.
yeah, definitely binge worthy. Yeah, love that. That was a good comic. I also learned the word ballerino from that comic, which has recently come up in conversation, and I felt very intelligent that I was able to use the male version of a ballerina.
I didn't know it
In
existed, but
ballerino,
yeah.
man. Ballerino's a real thing. Fun fact. It's male lead. Ballerino. Not ballerina. Show some respect. This last one is all you, babe, because I don't think I finished it.
No, but you definitely should read it, Katie, especially since it's finished. I'll go.
Okay.
So the next comic, The Nuna at Our Office, is by Wasik Basik, Jane, and Palmero, and it's a drama. Manager Son is transferred to a new department and meets Manager An, and it's love at first sight for him. This comic also talks about age, and that Manager An is his Nuna. Themes include divorce, like grieving massive breakup, things like that, work-life balance, crushes versus love versus infatuation. It's pretty heady, a lot of like internal monologue for the main character. The illustration is soft and beautiful, but still expressive. It gives me more cinematic than like anime, but very unique, interesting storyline. Uncommon use of time, 3.
Cool.
Just like if you're looking for something different, this is going to be different. Drama, but also like romance. Wow. Okay. We
It's a
also
drama
have
romance.
It's a drama romance. We just spanned 3 different genres of musical with that. Music with a metal finish.
I don't know if we can talk about these, but maybe do like a speed round.
Yeah,
like...
it's just a speed round of other comics. So some of these comics I think I put them on here because I meant to do episodes about them. I can't believe I didn't do one about It's Mine or Micro Hunter. I'm shooketh. So maybe this is my to-do list for 2023, because I haven't finished it yet. So more incentive. But some other comics to add, if you're looking for, especially things that aren't romance, because this is where the chunk is. Our Beloved Summer by Han Kyung Chal and Lee Nam is a romance, but it's the same creators as Spirit Fingers. So highly recommend, just based on the content creators. I liked it so far. 20 Fast Forward by Porto and Junkie Hong. It's a thriller. If you're looking for something fast paced, a little darker color palette, weird use of like magical items or like fast forwarding time, interesting. Finding Wonderland by Ru Su and WMW is a fantasy, hypersaturated color, very dark plot. Think like dark Alice in Wonderland, like kind of fucked up and twisted.
I think that was a Greenlight series.
Yes, it was. Nice memory recall. Mom, I'm Sorry by Miti Gugu is a drama. In this, this boy sells his soul to his mom is dying of cancer, and this boy sells his soul to die at an undetermined date randomly to give his mom back like youth so she can go to college, and they like go to college together. So it's like that kind of storyline. Super cute chibi art, highly recommend. Didn't finish it, but I'm excited to do that. And then The Wolfman of Wolvershire, you actually recommended to me. I definitely included it on the podcast at some point. K. Oliver Mystery. I think both of us had it on our list and you liked it. Have you never read it at all?
I've read like the first 2 episodes.
Okay, you read the first 2?
God knows where I got it. Okay.
Wow. I just remember you giving it to me. But anyway, the next after that is It's Mine by Lux. It's a thriller. This one gives me crazy psycho twists and turns, but like least expected. This is a long burn. This is a long thriller, long setup, long payoff. And it reminds me of that coffee shop one. Do you remember the one where she has that secret, but he has, what's that one called?
My Deepest Secret.
Yeah, My Deepest Secret. So this is giving me My Deepest Secret. And then Micro Hunter's the last one I want to recommend. If you like, it's like if Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets Hunger Games, but in the city of South Korea. That is the setting for this. But this whole apocalyptic situation was onset by this boy's sister writing this crazy fanfic that came true. So like, is she a witch? Is it a prophecy? It's wild. It's an action by BY and J. Robin.
You've mentioned this in the past.
Okay, I feel like
it's located in the city of South Korea.
Yeah, so they all shrink and out in the city. So they get trapped in a convenience store that's the size of like not even a mouse. Mice are huge. They're like micro tiny. And they fight in arenas and they fight to the death. It's crazy. And they level up. There's like these alien beings. The plot is that these alien beings take over Earth and they like pit everyone against each other. But you get like video game powers and abilities and you have to like kill other people and level up. Only a certain amount of people. You only have a certain amount of time to get to a certain location, like a meeting spot to level up. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really wild. I love it. Well illustrated. This one got a lot more time to talk about because it's just, if you're looking for a fucking weird off the wall story, very gruesome, a lot of gore in there. I will say content warning. It's by BY and J. Robin. Micro Hunter, fascinating, just like super off the wall. Love indulging in those like romantic, dramatic tropes, right, Katie? But I also love when we find a comic that's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like Age Matters was kind of whoa because the age gap was so big.
Yeah.
Oh, heartburn?
No, I just had like a really deep burp because I was trying to like hold it in because I didn't mute myself. And then it was just like, oh no.
You can't hold it on the podcast.
It does not feel good.
Listen to us.
Oh, now we have video content of it too. God damn it.
Yeah. Better out than in, Shrek always says.
On
that note, Katie and I got fucking busy this year, so I hope that y'all have read some of these. Let us know which ones were your favorite, if any of them overlapped at all, or if there's any that we missed and that you think that we should take a look at personally. I'm still looking for recommendations for comics. Canvas Awards, I voted for.
None of my Canvas Awards won. But you do a Canvas Awards episode later.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. So that was like a 2022 in review. We will be sure to any of these that have ended, we'll be sure to note if there's a podcast for them if you want to go back and like get a deeper dive, more than 60 seconds for each of these. That'll be in the episode description. I'll see if I can link things. I don't know how the linking works on Spotify. You guys don't need to hear about this, but anything else that you would like to discuss with an audience?
Did you do your webtoons in review?
What?
They did like a Spotify Wrapped, but on webtoons.
Yeah, I did. Do you want to talk about that now? Do we want to?
I found my screenshots. If you can find your shit, let's just do it. We can give stats.
Yeah. Okay. Let me look at my photos because I'm pretty confident I took screenshots of it.
I love it.
I can also add it to our
Wow.
Oh fuck, where is it?
I probably texted you around December 14th because that's when my screenshots are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I found it.
Okay. So in 2022 with Webtoons, I enjoyed a total of 3,000 315 episodes across 15 genres and 142 series.
You were a little bit more depressed than I was. I read.
You don't have to read me like that. All right. I was depressed.
I read 2,186 episodes across 11 genres and 93 series.
Oh, good Lord. I was pretty depressed.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many new series did you discover this year?
Oh, you have yours in a different order than mine.
Oh, what did you do next?
My next one is my days.
Oh, tell me your days.
Tell me your days.
237. We already established I was fucking
bitch,
depressed.
I got you though. Mine's 312.
Oh wow. So you're just consistent. I'm a depressed
consistent.
binge bitch. You're a consistent chaotic bitch.
Yeah. Do you want to just like go through like the screenshots in order? So like next I have like my top genres.
Oh, I don't know if I have my genres, bestie.
Oh, I documented this whole thing, bitch.
I did not. I just know that I discovered 34 new series.
Okay.
Romance was my top.
I was part of the top 9% for reading new series.
Wow. Okay. Shit. How did I miss this?
I don't have that thing where it says like how many new series I found.
Oh.
How many do you have?
I just 34. That's the only number they give me. They didn't like outline them or anything. I wonder if we just hit two different banners on two different days.
Yeah, maybe. So next we'll just go through, we can go through what I see and then you can go through what you see. So my top 3 genres are romance. I read 944 episodes across 47 romance series.
Wow.
My top 3 were Till Death Do Us Part, The Runway, and True Beauty. I'm kind of surprised that The Runway ended up here because it's a newer series, but whatever.
Yeah.
My favorite series that I spent the most time with, for some reason I don't have, that's so weird. What's my Webtoon flex? I'm a Canvas explorer. Not true. I don't know where they're getting that data. I was part of the top 16% Canvas reader. People aren't reading Canvas if I'm part of the top 16%. And then what is my other Webtoon flex? I'm a binge reader. I binge read 6 over the last year. I've read over 15 episodes at once for 6 series.
Wow.
And then of the series that I read in 2022, 25% were new. So that's the stats I have.
I don't know where the fuck you got your stats from, but mine were not that stacked. You have stacked stats. We can't look at this retroactively. Yes, I can. Ongoing events. We found it. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, mine only has 3 little swipes. That's it.
I got like, what are you looking at? Show me.
Makes me sad. This.
Oh.
Where are you finding this?
I'm going like this.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. We unlocked it.
Left and right and up and down. Oh shit.
You can go up and down as well. They're fucking in 2030. All right.
Okay,
top 3 genres. Romance. So I'll do mine. Romance, drama, and fantasy. No one's surprised. Not at all. I read 1340 episodes from 49 romance series. My top 3 were Flatmates with Benefits, The Gentle Way, and Till Death Do Us Part. In drama, I read 676 episodes from 20 drama series. My first is Hugger Mugger. Pyramid Game is the second, and Tomorrow is 3. Interesting that Hugger Mugger is up there.
So I also had drama.
Yes.
I read 495 episodes, 15 different series. Top 3, Let's Cast Off, Wished You Were Dead, and Odd Girl Out.
Odd Girl Out. Wow. And I read that more consistently this time, but I binged all these 3 series. Okay, fantasy is my third category. I read 223 episodes from 13 fantasy series. The first in my top 3 is Diamond Dive, which is a girl love series, which is The Croaking, which is my favorite fantasy. It's like bird people. I could go. I think I've done an episode on it. If I haven't, I will. And then The Remarried Empress.
So my fantasy, I read 293 episodes across 9 fantasy series. Remarried Empress isn't on there for some reason. I wonder if you binged it after I talked about it. But
Probably.
my top 3 are Winter Moon, Like Wind on a Dry Branch, and Regina Reina, The Unforgiven. To the Unforgiven.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh, I unlocked the most with a fast pass for the makeup remover. I unlocked it once.
Me too. Mine was let me stay over tonight. The most time I
Um,
spent reading was Hugger Mugger with a total of 125 episodes. That's so weird because I feel like that's not where I spent my time. But my most daily pass tickets I spent on Till Death Do Us Part, 63
Same.
episodes.
Same, 63 episodes. Yeah, we read
Binged
that.
the shit out of that.
The shit out of that.
What's my Webtoons flex? Canvas Explorer, baby. No series left behind. Top 4% Canvas reader.
Oh,
Of the series you've read in 2022, 33% were Canvas series, about a third. I love that for me.
yeah. Wow.
Wow. And binge reader. I binge read 19 series.
Oh my God. That's
Um,
15 episodes or more in one sitting.
Yeah.
To be
So
clear, what that
did you also get multiple? Because I have 2 more.
I have 2 more too.
Okay, you go one now.
Mine's the new series Navigator. So
Me
I have
too.
top 9% for reading new series, 25% of 2022 that I read was new series.
Nice.
What about you?
Top 9% for reading, or sorry, top 6% for reading new series, 24% were new series.
I am curious, like, what they count. Like, did I just read a single episode? Did I read the first 5? Like, what are you considering reading?
Probably not first, probably at least 3.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool to know the
Statistically
metrics.
significant.
Yeah.
And then my next Webtoon flex is Mighty Marathon. I committed to finish top 10% daily pass users. Can't quit till you hit the finish line.
Me as well. Top 7 daily percent. Did we get all the same Webtoons flexes?
Yeah.
What was your first one?
Canvas Explorer, which is why I was like, I'm
Oh.
surprised that I got this, because like if I'm part of the top 16%, I don't read. I binge read 1 Canvas,
Wow.
and I think that's what did it for me.
So are people just not reading Canvas?
The sigh. I want to, maybe that should be a 2022 goal, 2023 goal for us, is read more Canvas. But what's really funny is they have you may also like at the bottom, and it's Lore Olympus, which I already read, Marry My Husband, which I already read, Certified Banger, Down to Earth, which I do not read.
I don't either.
Maybe Meant to Be, which I already read, and Operation True Love, which I think you read, or maybe
I haven't yet. I marked it to read. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Down to Earth is the only one I don't follow. Operation True Love I haven't read yet, and everything else we read together.
Bitch, get out of my Webtoon. Like, what the fuck?
Some years we're meshing, some years we're not. I'm trying to intentionally. I'm trying to find more thriller and horror because I don't mind watching it or reading it. So that's my goal for 2023, is expanding my genres because I'm a little romanced out.
As I exited out of that, the first suggestion on my screen was a crime mystery called I'm Dating a Psychopath.
No, get off. I don't like that. I'm reading a serial killer one set in Indonesia. And it's scary.
Are you talking about fucking the guy upstairs?
Yes. It's
That's just because you Uber more than I do. We talked about that a couple episodes ago.
We did.
Same author who did My Deepest Secret. Okay, so that is our Webtoon Wrapped. That is our comics we've lost. We're really excited for the next season, so stay tuned, guys. We have like plans. We'll throw them at you. We'll let you know like what it'll look like once we figure it all out. But thanks for tuning in. as always, our handles have not changed. So we are at HRF Time on Instagram. There you will find a link tree to all the things that I'm about to mention, but you can find us on patreon.com/HRF Time, Zazzle.com/HRF Time for swag. As always, just listening is great. You can rate us on Spotify, rate us wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Instagram, engage with us. We want to engage with you. So those are ways that you can support us without monetary value. To our patrons, thank you. And we look forward to another year of making you guys happy. So, 'tis all. Bye.
Bye.